Welcome to week 9 of the implementation program. This week, just to recap from the last couple of weeks, I want you to keep working on the breathing into your stomach, the chewing, relax while you're eating, and the water. Those factors are the most important, some of the most important factors that you can do in your life to create health. And then I want you to keep taking action towards your ideal life. Very, very important as well. Keep going with vitamin D. If you need to supplement cod liver oil with vitamin D, you're looking for cod liver oil with high vitamin D content. So basically you should be getting about 500 international units just from your vitamin D alone from the supplementation. And then the other foods that you're looking at in eating high vitamin D foods are going to be egg yolks, pork fat, butter, those kind of foods. Keep the vitamin D coming in. Keep going with the chemical maze. Keep updating your owner's manual as you go. Really important to update your owner's manual as you go, so that as you look back on these things in a year's time, you can look at them and go, okay, well I remember that, and you can come back to them and go from there. Keep going with the no dairy, butter and yogurt only. This is the last week of no dairy. We're going to add it back in next week and see what responses your body has. Keep working on the posture change reminder. You might need to change your reminder again in regards to your posture, whether it's going to be your watch or whether it's going to be a ring. Keep working on looking at your emotional attachments to your food. It's very, very important to try and establish these emotional attachments. Are you eating because you're bored? Are you eating because it tastes nice? You have to look at these different things. Are you eating because it's a comfort food? So keep looking at your emotional attachment to your food and go from there. Hopefully the organic food experiment went well last week, and what we want you to do this week is actually start eating more organic food. But hopefully that's given you an idea of where to find organic food and actually realise that, hey, it's not that expensive. Keep an eye on your transit time and what's going on there. Keep doing your abdominal wall toning, especially that 4-point tummy vacuum that we spoke about and you got in the implementation program last week. Keep working on that. It's going to be very important for you to get this abdominal wall working. Now your small intestine's working nicely. With week 9, I want you to reintroduce your bread. And so when you reintroduce your bread, first of all I want you to take your pulse first, then have some bread, and then take your pulse half an hour and an hour after eating the bread. And we're looking for a change in pulse. If you get a change of pulse of more than 10 beats per minute, basically what that means, you're getting an autonomic nervous system response to the bread. So you're getting a stress response generally if it goes up to the bread, which means that it's a slight intolerance to bread. Also, other factors that you can look for are factors like bloating, factors like being gassy or getting tired straight after eating bread. There are the signs that basically your body's struggling to break down that food and it's a food that you're better off not having. We're going to do an exercise check, and I want you to monitor your stress levels, and if your stress levels are below 25 out of 50 in regards to your implementation form, then what we want you to do is I want you to start trying to do some resistance exercise with free weights. Free weights are the best way to build functional movement patterns, and they're also the best way to build muscle mass, which will increase your metabolism and increase your energy levels. But that's only going to work if your stress levels are below 25 out of 50. If your stress levels are above 25 out of 50, your body's too stressed to actually build muscle. So just doing weights is going to stress you even more, and so you're not going to really get results from doing that. You're much better off if your stress levels are higher than 25 out of 50 to continue doing breathing exercises, relaxed walks, yoga, meditation, tai chi, those sorts of exercises. You're going to get much better responses in your body from that. It can help your digestive system work and help lower the stress levels. This week I want you to start looking at preparing a veggie garden. Now I don't mind if it's just a small area, let's say 6 foot by 3 foot. Or I don't mind if it's just a couple of pot containers that you're going to grow some veggies in, but I want you to start experiencing the pleasures and the tastes of growing your own food. And next week we're going to talk about what to plant in them. We're going to plant some lettuces and some broccoli probably at this time of year. But that will be the implementation program forms. So this week what I want you to do with this veggie garden, first of all you've got to dig out whether it's grass or weeds in there, at least the plants that you don't want in there I want you to take out, and then I want you to mix in some compost into the soil in preparation for planting for next week. No problem. This week just be aware if you're cooking food, if you're eating steak, I would like you to try and work towards eating it rarer. So rather than well done, I I would like you to eat more on the rare side. The reason being is that the amino acids like carnitine and there's coenzyme Q10 that are basically very sensitive to heat. And so if you cook your steak thoroughly, you're basically not getting those enzymes. Other factors have shown, research has shown in regards to looking at sort of cave people, is that even though they had fire, they didn't actually cook their food that much. They just used the fire actually more for making tools and things. So try and cook your steak less. Eggs, once again, I'd like you to try and poach your eggs or low heat cooking of your eggs so that the fats in the yolk don't get damaged from the cooking process. Okay? And you can apply that to a couple other foods as well. Vitamin C. Vitamin C is one of 2 supplements that I recommend people take daily. The other one's the cod liver oil in regards to the vitamin D levels. Vitamin C is an antioxidant. It basically helps your body on a cellular level work the way it's run a lot smoother. It helps kind of take the trash out, is the way I like to think about vitamin C working. And so it's been shown to reduce the risk of cancer and heart disease, so absolutely fantastic. For daily supplementation, 1 to 3 grams a day is brilliant. Other factors that you can look to do with vitamin C, and the way that I like to use it is I like to ward off colds or viruses or flus by using vitamin C, and you can actually take it to your bowel tolerance. So for most people, because it's very acidic, ascorbic acid, when you take vitamin C, if you take too much, it'll just cause you to have loose stools, loose bowel movements. And so what you can then do is back up the level of vitamin C so that you're not taking too much. So you basically can take it to bowel tolerance when you have a cold. It's a great way just to knock out a cold, enable you to keep living your life. And also this week I want you to tell me what organic food you've eaten, and then update your owner's manual again with all of this information. So good luck this week, good luck with the garden preparation, and we'll talk again next week.